Tapeoids? Tapeoids? Tapeoids?
Yeah, I gotta thank Gareth for that one.
That's cool, man. I like that.
Yeah, you know, and he needed intro, so it was like
Yeah,
Gareth made that. I saw him; he played that on his stream the other night. I was like, ah, shit, I got to get that.
Oh man, that's nice. What a guy, low
Yeah.
key. He keeps it quiet, but he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Did you ever see the video, the birthday video I made for him?
Yeah, I did actually. Yeah.
That was fun, man. That was funny, especially Al's video where he puts in. He's like, oh, yeah, you know, I guess we'll punch some snakes, and then he puts in Jean-Claude Van Damme punching the snake and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun making it.
I like it when we do things like that. I made like as you see. However, I have moved over a little bit to sort of cursed AI for my videos.
Yeah. Like Larry's video for his birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good though.
Awesome.
That is his Canadian brother Drake.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. He's got a lot of fans. Surprising how many people are fans of the old Horror Cat Dad.
Yeah, that's right. Hello, Puma.
Hey, oh, we got some cool people in the chat.
Yeah, Big Tony's here already.
Yeah, Tony and Skelly.
Yeah,
Skelly. Puma.
Skelly.
I like how you say that. I like how you say Puma as well.
Puma. The Puma.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pugwall's here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're.
Yo.
I already knew that though.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna check out Q the Winged Serpent.
Yeah, first time watch for me. At least I think it is. It might be we get into it and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. I wanted to save it to watch with you. I've done like I said, did a little bit of research. I've seen the film before this that Larry Cohen did, The Stuff, which is like the ice cream blob. The stuff has stayed quite popular because people at conventions buy the little pots with the stuff on them. I've seen them.
Yeah,
loads of yeah, but I don't know about the Q the Winged Serpent. You were saying not a lot of people liked it at the time and now.
Well, I mean, like it only did like 250,000 at the box office, and
right.
So I mean, I hear a lot of people saying like, well, you'll see when you watch it that it's it's not the best made movie, especially for a $1.1 million budget. But like I said, it's so bad that it's good. It's like one of those movies.
I'm interested to see Shaft in there. Shut your mouth. I'm interested to see David Carradine. I'm interested to just see that most of this is around the Chrysler Building.
Yeah.
So yeah. Where's that's New York? Yeah, that's New York.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and what's his name there? Is he from Law and Order or what show is he on? That dude.
Hold on, I've gone straight to the
Michael Moriarty.
Oh yeah. Oh, Michael Moriarty.
Moriarty.
Yeah,
Moriarty.
I didn't know. I don't know it. Yeah. Easy for us to say. He was in Troll. The first
Canadian,
one, not the mate. Oh well, he must be awesome.
Well, no, he's not Canadian. He's American. But why does it say Canadian? It says American Canadian actor, and then you go down here and it says he's born in Detroit.
Oh, maybe he denounced America and moved to Canada.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I don't know, man. That's a strange. Maybe he got dual citizenship or something. It's usually the way around, though, isn't it? It's usually somebody starts off, becomes really popular and famous, and then goes to America and like gets and starts, voting in America.
Good evening. Words and pictures.
Oh, he lived in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and he got Canadian citizenship, living in Toronto.
Oh, okay.
Before settling in Vancouver. Also, he was a very bad drunk. There you go.
Wow, you know what? That kind of makes sense because he plays that kind of person in this movie, man, and it's kind of odd for me, anyways, to see him that way because every time I see him in a role, he's kind of like a straight and narrow kind of guy.
Okay.
Or like a cop or an agent or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Oh, interesting. So it's a bit of a typecasting he's doing. He's going to be absolutely hammered all the way through the film.
Probably. But that's funny. Is like he lived in Nova Scotia. That's where my mother's from, and then he was in Toronto, which is not far from where I'm from now.
Oh wow!
And then he
You could
jumped
have
to the
bumped
other,
into him.
and then he jumped to the other side of the country.
Yeah, is he still with us?
I
Yeah,
think
he's still
so.
with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just assumed. Oh, that's bad, man. And you see actors in films from the 80s now, and you just assume that none of them are with us. Like, oh no, this guy's still alive.
Yeah. He's like, hey,
Yeah. I'm from
pump your
the. I
brakes
was
a bit.
born in this. Yeah, I was born in the 70s, and I'm still with us. So come on, man. Having said this guy was born in the 40s, so
Yeah.
he's
Uh,
he's still going at 83. Good on him.
I have good recollections of this film. We'll have to see if they hold up.
Cool. It's a good. I like the poster. I like anything where it kind of looks like it's, painted. Like, looks like it could be on the side of a van. In the 70s or 80s.
Yeah, for sure. So you want to get her started? Do you have it set up, or
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I've got it. I've got it on my little
are you
screen.
watching it on? How are you watching it?
I'm watching it on the YouTube.
Oh.
So there's a guy called Novak Kubisix, and he's very kindly uploaded it to YouTube. So yeah,
I've got VHS. I got this. I'm not sure what year it is because there's a sticker over the year, but looks pretty new. So it's probably not the first release of this movie, but yeah, I got it on VHS.
I think I said yesterday I got two. I don't buy a lot of VHS anymore. As you probably know, I got rid of a lot of my collection when I for various reasons, but a couple of years ago, and I'm kind of rebuilding to a certain degree. So I got this the other day. I got The Voyage Home, just because I'd rewatched it, and I was like, it blew my mind how funny it was and how well made it was. It was like so much better than I remembered it the last time I watched it. And I also got this not a real VHS, but I got a little there was a special offer on with this, and I couldn't resist this little.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's got a little Blockbuster-esque card behind thingy, but it's like a Blockbuster card with Batman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I was like, that's quite nice. So I put that with my actual Batman VHS.
That's pretty cool, man.
So yeah. I'm still in there with the VHS. I'm nowhere near you guys, but I'm hanging on in there.
Yeah, the rooftop scene is the scene that most people speak of when you think of this movie.
Is that? Well, I don't want to give any. Well, I don't know. Does it matter if I give spoilers? But is that where it's just like picking up people and eating them?
Yeah, the sunbathers, and you get to see some skin around that time too in the movie. So
cool. Let me know when you want me to press play, man, because I'll just ramble on all night.
All right. Well, I guess it's play. I got it right on the sign. What is it? MCA sign. So.
Okay. So I've got Samuel Z. Arkoff presents. So
let's see here. Yeah, Universal Home Theater.
Tell me when you see Samuel.
Okay, hold on. I got United Film. There's Samuel Z. Arkoff presents.
Perfect, got it. Yeah, it's slightly shaking from side to side.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like 1.1 million, man, and watch it. Keep your eye out. You're going to see how cheap it looks the whole time.
Oh wow!
Oh, and was a friend.
Oh wow! What was he like? Because I watched the stuff a lot when I was a kid. It scared the hell out of me. Here we go. Oh, I wonder if this has got. So it's on in the UK. It's on Amazon Prime as well. I didn't even mean to think to look.
It's free on UK Amazon. Yeah.
Luckily, I've got on this YouTube. It has got subtitles, so I'm not going to be too in the dark. A bit of wailing going on at the beginning.
Yeah, there's the opening credits are a little bit long.
Okay. And they're not giving as much to look at.
They don't show you nothing. They just show you like a black screen with white credits for like a good while anyway.
Yeah, I hope there's not going to be a test. I'm going to have to remember all these names.
Oh, there won't be no test because I ain't remembering shit.
No, me neither. Here we go. Written, produced, and directed.
Yeah.
Triple threat, baby.
Here we go now. Shot of the city.
There we go. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
You see this dude, like he's like attached to the building on a harness, washing the windows like that high. Would you ever do a job like that?
No, man, I'm scared of heights, so no way. Honestly, I would. Oh,
I'm not particularly scared of heights, but I'm not doing that.
no, I've done like zip lines and stuff, and trapeze and things with the kids, but and then people always go, "Oh, you'll love it. Once you've done it once, you'll want to do it again." And I'm like, "No. Once I've done it once, I never want to do it again. Like it's fucking awful."
Yeah, I only did it. I only got forced into doing it because I have children.
Yeah, exactly. So I never got used to heights. I have two fears. Two fears. One's heights, and the other one is rats. I really don't like rats.
Rats are not fun.
Yeah, I just don't like the sticky tails and
Ugh.
ratty little faces. No, man.
So there's this dude is outside her window harassing her, washing her window, and next thing you know, his head is gone.
That's pretty funny because I was under the impression that this was like kind of almost like a child-friendly film, and then within a couple of minutes, there, guy's head's off,
and it's gone. They can't even find the head now. It's like
the chef's there going, "Damn."
They're all looking up, trying to find the head. They got the body, but no head.
Nice. I feel like they've swapped. If they could swap trousers and jackets, they'd have a matching set.
Yeah, it's like somebody messed up the wardrobe.
Yeah.
And David Carradine's hair kills me in this movie too, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
so this is the Carradine, the Kung Fu Carradine, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, and this is the one who met a strange end.
Hello, hello.
I believe. Hey, words and pictures, acres as well. Loads of cool people popping in.
Heights don't bother me. A winged serpent would bother him, not heights though.
a winged serpent. So some places it's called Q, and some places it's called Q the Winged Serpent or Wnged Serpent.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's because it was difficult to kind of just put one letter on a poster. But then again, I guess it didn't do Malcolm X any harm, did it?
No.
Spike Lee just put a big X on it.
I think Q the Winged Serpent is probably a better title. I mean,
yeah.
Is Larry Cohen related to Leonard Cohen? I don't think so.
Oh man, yeah. I heard there was a secret card of and he played this card and stuff came out of all of the sewers.
And it's like,
oh man,
they're having dinner. It's almost like it kind of reminds me of Reservoir Dogs. This part.
Yeah, I was trying to work out what they were eating. It looked like a kebab or like
a Peking duck.
Oh, was it because slicing it so thin, and it was
he's like cutting the skin off for some reason.
Right, because it looked like it was like when you get those big doner kebabs on a roll and people slice them off. I thought he was doing that.
Yeah, like some what do you call like shawarma or something?
Yeah.
Check out what you're watching at next now, man. You see this carved up body on the bed?
Speaking of kebab.
And then they actually show you some carving.
Yeah. Wow. And then they just mess up the crime scene. They just throw like a pillow on top of the guy.
And next thing you know, it's some crazy, definitely not drone video.
No. Just think if, like, so many people, so many films in the 80s, helicopter pilots like crashed and died filming stuff.
Yeah.
And like now you can make a movie on your phone and like hook it up to a drone for like 20 quid or something. And
exactly. If they had a drone, the shots would be way better.
I always think of Magnum. Like the amount of times on Magnum PI, there'd be like a in memoriam to a helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
Well, like, oh, geez, I like Magnum and everything, but I don't know if it's worth that.
No.
Oh, here we go. The top's off.
Yeah, we got some toplessness going on. There's the rooftop scene here going on. I don't know if this is because there's a couple rooftop scenes. So, but there's
this is pretty wild. 6 minutes of film already. We just had like black and white credits for the first 2 minutes, and then 4 minutes of sex, violence, and kebabs and Peking duck.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a decent movie.
Yeah, man. Favorite creature features. Oh, the creature from the Black Lagoon, I think.
This winged serpent is like, I guess, circling the top of this rooftop terrace.
Ah, okay.
Here he comes. He's coming.
There we go. Oh man.
And there's a guy on another roof watching through a telescope.
A little pervy guy.
Yeah.
He
just watched the Q take away that topless woman.
That is not so. Q only likes sort of attractive semi-naked women. Then like that's Q's main favorite food.
It seems to be.
Yeah.
And now there's like blood dripping all over the people in the city walking down on the sidewalk.
Oh my word! This would be even more scary, sort of late 80s, wouldn't it? Like sort of AIDS panic time, but like during this, it's still pretty bad because they're all wearing white shirts for some reason.
It's true. Even the pigeons are like, oh, we're out of here.
Yeah, we're going, man. We're migrating early. Let's go. Yeah, it's crazy. So this isn't gonna make Ray Harryhausen worried, is it? Like from the looks of it, the models.
No. What's your favorite creature feature?
I think mine's probably the creature from the Black Lagoon. I think. Yeah. I think I just loved it. I love the design.
I've watched that a few times.
Yeah, I think that might be. I don't know. I really liked Godzilla -1. I thought that was really good.
I've always liked Godzilla. I remember watching that on TV when I was a kid.
Yeah, I remember talking to director Luigi Cozzi, and he was telling me how he edited together the American version or the one that was going to be played in America of Godzilla.
Oh,
that's nice. Really interesting. Yeah, to hear about. I kind of wished I knew more about Godzilla. Because it wasn't like it wasn't like an interview or anything. We're just like just having a drink and a chat,
right?
But it was interesting. I was like, oh wow, you forget that a lot of these films from other places they're kind of hacked up and chopped up to they used to do that rather than now where they just make a completely different version of a film that's perfectly fine to watch with subtitles or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen that film Force Majeure?
No, I don't think so.
So it's about this guy, and he's on and him and his family at a ski resort, and there's an avalanche, or they think there's going to be an avalanche, and he grabs his phone and runs inside and leaves his wife and kid.
Okay.
And they made a remake of it, American version of it with Will Ferrell and what's she called, Elaine from Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Mm-hmm. And the original, I would say, for me, is like a 5-star film, and the remake is like a half-star film.
Don't you love when that happens?
Oh, it's insane. I don't understand why you would.
On the burnt body scene, comedy, cinematography, music, and script, I forget excellent quality cheese level. Yeah,
man, there's a lot happening.
Yep. What's going on, Echo? What's happening, man?
Hey, Echo.
Yeah, Q got taste.
Yeah, that's it. Q is a discerning winged serpent.
What's up, man, dog?
Hey. I like Lendog's graphic.
Yeah. Is this is the Thing a creature feature?
It could be. Yeah, I mean, it's a shape-shifting creature feature, supernatural creature feature. Well, sure, yeah, why not? If you think it is, it is.
Yeah. Creatures from the Black Lagoon kicks ass.
Yeah, man.
He has the Blu-ray set and a bunch of action figures. The NECA creature from the Black Lagoon figure is amazing.
Wow. Yeah. Don't you think the design of it is timeless, and it like looks so good now? It doesn't look cheesy or rubbish. It looks just really cool.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
For the time it was made, I need to get a figure of that. I was thinking of getting a NECA one of it. I don't know if I have any. I don't think I have a creature. Yeah, but I'd like to. I'd like to have one for sure.
There's so many behind-the-scenes photos and stories for the creature from the Black Lagoon that give it a deeper life.
Oh, okay, I'll have to check that out. Oh man, yeah, Contaminate the music with the Goblin music in Contamination. Essentially, how Star Crash is making Star Wars without having seen Star Wars. Contamination is making Alien without having seen Alien.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Oh, it's good, man. The music, it's repetitive, but it's fun. It's
I have to
essentially
check that out.
it's like the big alien egg things, but like on a boat but the boat isn't going anywhere.
Okay.
It's just in a harbor.
Okay.
rather than in space. Hey, Mikey, how you doing?
Comedy Channel.
I hope you liked the Abbott and Costello Jason video that I made for you, buddy.
Criterion Collection did a really cool release of Godzilla that has Gojira has the main film, and the American version Godzilla has a bonus.
So that'll be the one that he helped edit. Oh, cool. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Hey, it's still your birthday until I say it isn't, Larry. So happy birthday, buddy. Let's go.
It's funny. You got another shot here of some more cooked birds hanging in the window.
If I hadn't ate my body weight in meat earlier on, I would be starving watching this film. Just watching that guy being rotisserie cooked on the bed earlier on as well, man.
So the whole plot now is like there's like a flying something's flying through the air and eating people. Yeah. And this dude here eventually stumbles upon some information, I think. Well, I mean, I don't think I know, but I don't want to spoil it for you.
You don't want to ruin it for me. Well, I mean, he's in the safest place you could possibly be right now. He needs to stay in that phone booth.
Yeah, with a roof over his head.
Yeah, unless Q is going to pick him up as well, pick up the whole thing. Does it pick up buildings? You can tell me that.
No,
like bits of things, just people.
As far as I remember, it's just people.
Right, so no cars or anything. That'd be too difficult to film, probably.
Check out Universal Monsters NECA action figures. I'm missing one figure from the line, but the creature from the Black Lagoon figure is my favorite one.
Yeah, Larry has it too, and Larry has a lot of things that make me really jealous. Particularly his Dr. Dan from Halloween 3 figure, which I'd love to have. But yeah, man, I will check those out. Thanks, Len. Yeah, man, I will.
Since the serpent is obviously like fake, they have a lot of shots to the sky in the sun that are like sun blinding. To kind of like, but they don't show anything, you know.
Yeah, it's just people going looking upwards.
I showed the Abbott and Costello meets Jason to my family and friends, and they said that was awesome.
Oh man, thank you. It was only short. I wanted it to be good rather than like. It was really hard to do, so I was like, I'm going to keep it to about 30 seconds.
Yeah, you missed the rooftop boobs, the cat dad.
You did, Larry. Man, you missed a lot, actually. You missed some duck, some chicken, I think, Shaft and Kung Fu and all kinds of things, man. Dead body on a bed.
Things, buddy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't even really look like a serpent, but...
Yeah, man. Well, they do say drain. I need to go and drain the snake, don't they? So,
yeah.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah, you're late, buddy. So he's running from the cops, I think, yeah, and he stumbles upon. I'm pretty sure he stumbles upon something here. He's in a building, like some kind of broken down, abandoned building.
So this would have been R-rated, would it?
I would think so.
So that'd be like an 18 in the UK, I guess.
I would assume, because I mean, like there's naked women getting their bodies chewed up and whatnot. So.
Yeah, I can never work out because I know, like, well, definitely America doesn't like that. The censors don't like nudity. They seem to be okay with violence, but don't like nudity.
You never know, man. It's like you watch one movie, it's got a couple boobs in it, and the other movie's got some violence in it, and you know, one's G, one's R, who knows?
Yeah, man. There's a couple of boobs on the TV right now, man. It's me and you.
Yeah, we toss the coin. So now he's climbed up. He's running from the cops. He's climbed up into the attic, and then he's going to find something, I think.
I love how New York cops are always kind of sweaty looking, and the ties are always loose.
And he's laughing because, just like myself, I don't expect that cop to follow him all the way up there. He's kind of pudgy and whatnot,
Yeah, this would be that would be my downfall if I was a cop and I had to run up lots of flights of stairs.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, okay, you're free to go.
Yeah, that's it. You beat me to it, buddy. I'll catch you next time.
Yeah, like if we have to fight now after all that running up the stairs, there's no.
Yeah, I just gotta. He doesn't might as well shoot him.
Yeah. I'll just
I'm
be
not
like,
chasing it. I'm just gonna shoot you.
Yeah, like read me my rights. I'll be like, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
Let's see. I'm on the chat here. Oop, where is it going? I remember the very old UK VHS on host. Whatever label. Think it was later 15. Okay.
15, right?
How do you say that? Pronounce that word for me. Hokushin.
Sounds. That's what I'm familiar with.
I do the best I can not to stutter. So pronouncing words is terrible for me.
Well, to be honest, some of the things that you guys all in the chat, particularly, remember things from their youth. Even if we've shared a time period, my memory isn't good enough to remember a lot of stuff.
I know. I feel that same pain, man.
I go, oh yeah. That sounds really familiar, and I'm like, okay, I get it.
So he's climbed to the. Sorry to cut you off, but I just wanted to explain. He's climbed to the top of this building and threw it with a ladder right to the top, and he found the nest with an egg in it.
No, that's a big old omelet there.
So now you can see like this how this information will be valuable as the movie goes on because no one knows really what's happening.
Right. So Q is a lady.
I guess, or both.
Oh, okay. I just wonder if Q was protecting her egg or protecting. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of. There's a lot of nasty carcasses and stuff in this movie.
Yeah, and I like that there's like bits left on them. It's not just like they've thrown an old skeleton in there, like a hokey skeleton. It's got like bits of jam on it,
Yeah, it's gooey. And so yeah, like obviously a chewed up skeleton just fell on him as he was snooping around.
Yeah.
Now he's pulled out his little pistol. He got a little pistol on him.
That'll come in handy against a massive monster.
Hakushin. A little bit more Japanese on it.
Yeah, man.
Hello, Charlotte.
Hello.
Thanks for coming by.
Good.
America had a thing about nudity. You could show boobs, but not bush. Just watch the behind the scenes for
Return of the Living Dead, is it?
Return of the Living Dead. That's it. I don't know why I was thinking Lord of the Rings. I'm like,
yeah, because you used to see an LOTR on things.
Yes, every time I see it, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
They go into the studio having a Bush issue.
That was during the Bush administration, I believe.
Oh boy. March 11th was Shep's birthday. If he's still alive, he'd be 130 years old.
Oh wow. I love the Stooges, man.
Let's see what else is going on in the chat here. Are the people talking to each other? Everybody having a good time?
I think, Larry, did you say you have a new Halloween 3 NECA figure somewhere? Wow.
He found a sealed VHS of the Stooges out in the wild. Oh. This stool I have back here is a gift from my friends. So but it's getting kind of old and there's like no cushion on it and it breaks my ass.
Yeah, I've got from my chair here. I bought like this is again, it's our age, I think. I got the it's like got a helix air thing in it. So when I sit in it, it goes.
Like, oh, that wasn't me.
Yeah, what does it mean? Who's this guy? Jason Bateman?
Looks like one,
he's
did
going to he's going to shove thermoses up people's asses. He said,
one at a time.
"Wow, well, let's hope they're not the square ones that you used to take to school when you were a kid."
He's throwing his weight around, this dude, man. But you know what? Every time they show somebody from the top,
yeah,
that's what happens.
Ah, okay, hom, big old bite.
Yeah, and then his hard hat falls all the way to the ground, full of blood.
Oh man, he's got a hard hat on.
And Q likes the heads, man, biting heads off everybody.
Yeah, man. He's like it's like having an egg and eating the yolk. You know, it's the best bit.
And here's another one of the only shots you actually see. Like they show the shadow of the serpent flying through the city.
Oh man, that guy's legless. Oh, I think that's when you mentioned Lord of the Rings. That must have been Legolas. Sorry, oh man. I'm gonna get a little.
That David Carradine's hair, man. I'm telling you, like I said, I can't get over it.
Yeah, it's running away.
He's got a bad case of, like, obviously he's going bald or whatnot, but it's the 70s style that makes it look terrible.
Yeah, it's becoming a helmet.
Not only that, it stays super like flat and stuck to the top of his head, and the sides flap like this.
Maybe it's because he's trying to flap and keep up with the winged serpent. Maybe that's his wings.
Maybe.
Oh, here we go. We're taking off a bit of skin.
Yeah, there's some kind of like they're showing some kind of like native ritual.
It's weird choices. They're like zooming in on them doing the cutting, and then just as they're doing a little bit more of the cutting, it just cuts completely away from it.
Yeah, back to them just walking and talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I read about this. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered flying serpent.
A hat hard on.
Hard on. Yeah. See, Michael will always get my Alan Partridge references. I was listening to myself when I was editing something earlier on, and I was like, you can really tell sometimes that me and Steve Coogan are from the same part of Manchester. So, like, whenever he's doing interviews or when he's kind of relaxed doing Alan Partridge, we sound very similar. I'm like, that's not good.
Well, can't be bad.
Yeah.
Carradine had worse days. Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I was trying to work out which Carradine it was. I was like, oh, yeah, because I know it's a bit of a standing joke with some people, isn't it? You know, people who like dark humor, they'll mention him quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because he has, like, especially in this movie, he doesn't have much emotion. Like, he's just standing, he's like saying his lines, looking around.
Yeah, was one of the last things he did, was he in Dexter?
I'm not sure.
Maybe thinking of somebody else.
I'm not sure. How old is he when he died? He's dead, eh? Carradine's dead.
Yeah. It was the if it's the Carradine I'm thinking of, he's the one who was trying to get himself off and choked himself to death.
Oh, okay. One of those guys.
I think the autoerotic asphyxiation, I believe. Yeah, well, it was in a hotel in Thailand. That's not to say that's 100% the reason.
That's
yeah, no, he had. Yeah, he had.
What a way to go, eh? It's like
yeah, man. Yeah, it's one that it's funny, for some reason, a lot of videos I watch of stuff, I'm like, people talk, like, use it as a bit of a punchline, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it's because it's just an unusual way to go.
Well, yeah, it's very, the person's not trying to go. It's obviously an accident.
Yeah. I'm sure some conspiracy theories will have popped up around it, but
yeah.
His brother's the Revenge of the Nerds guy, isn't he?
Is he?
I think.
Backstory, mythology, story explanation. The ancient world erupts into the modern. Yeah, with the mythical powers. Yeah, that's what's going on alongside of the Q.
Okay.
Yes, he is Kill Bill.
Of course, yeah.
Great in Kill Bill.
Does anybody remember what his last thing? Obviously not. Like, his last good thing was. Was it Kill Bill?
Oh, for me, it's Kill Bill.
I can't remember him doing. I can't remember anything after that, but obviously,
no, me neither.
Yeah, Kill Bill. Kill Bill was good. I need to watch that all together. I've never done that. I've never watched them both back to back.
Yeah, he was good in Kill. He fit that role perfectly, and his demeanor and everything was good for that role, that character anyway.
Mm-hmm. I think I saw the first one at the cinema, and I didn't see the second one at the cinema.
Let's check something here.
So, to answer Charlotte's question, it is on YouTube. It is in internationally, and in the UK, I don't know where you're based, but in the UK, it's on. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. It's pretty wild. I've liked it so far. Obviously, we're chatting. That's fine because that's what we're doing. But I mean, like that's why we're doing it. But it's fun, yeah. Keith. So who was the one? All right, Michael's pop quiz. Who was the one who was in Pom Pom Girls? I remember seeing a film called Pom Pom Girls, and one of the characters was in it.
Pom Pom Girls. I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's a crap film. It's one of those ones where you can get like two films for £1 on a DVD, and you reverse them. Like back in the early 2000s, yeah, one of those. And I watched Pom Pom Girls. We watched some pretty terrible films back then. That's where I first saw Kindergarten Ninja. It's where I first saw Troll 2.
Yeah, so there's like I don't know if you caught it since, like you said, we're talking, but there's like two things going on right now. Right? There's like some kind of ritual killing going on with the body carving.
Yeah,
and then there's a flying serpent biting heads off.
And I imagine they're linked, or
well, we'll have to find out, I guess.
She looks a bit like Cynthia Rothrock, this lady.
Yeah, she does a bit, eh? Well, a little bit. Maybe got the vibe. Not so much in the face, though.
Yeah, not now we're doing a close-up, but...
I picked up a bunch of her movies recently on VHS.
Oh, cool. I got the China O'Brien set. But I think I prefer... Oh, man. A lot of people don't like it. I watched it with Jeff. Undefeatable. Have you seen that one with the guy called Stingray with the crazy eyes and the mullet?
Undefeatable.
Goes after, or undefeatable. I think it's called. Which I don't even think undefeatable is actually a word. But but yeah, that was one of my fun, silly ones.
His best work was the Keep Fit promo video where he was trying to pass off a piece of garden hose as an exercise equipment.
Oh man, I wasn't right with Jackie Stallone and all those guys, but there's one with all the parents of famous actors all doing like exercises together, like Pacino's dad and Stallone's mom.
There's a comic book when the Three Stooges met Laurel and Hardy.
Nice. I love some Laurel and Hardy. I've been to the museum. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ulverston. It's called, a little place where Stan's from. Yeah, love it.
Cool. I remember watching Pom Pom Girls on ITV. Same night they premiered RoboCop.
Yeah, which is better though? No,
I haven't seen Pom Pom Girls, but I'd go with RoboCop.
Yeah, I think you're not wrong there. You don't see many yellow pillows anymore.
So now he's sitting there talking to his girlfriend and wanting to use the information he has about where because now they know there's something flying around eating people. So instead of saving lives, he wants to cash in.
Oh, I see. Okay,
you know what I mean. He wants to cash in.
He's got they really get in on people's faces in this film.
A lot of close-ups.
Yeah, like he's pretty much doing a monologue here with.
Yeah, he's having a little bit of a freak out here because he's explaining what he saw.
He looks a little. I'm trying to place who he reminds me of. He reminds me a bit of the guy from the lead guy from Frankenhooker. He also reminds me a little bit of the guy from that TV show, the bald guy from Just Shoot Me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Anybody remembers that?
I remember. I know who you're talking about. You know, he reminds me a little bit also of the dude there. I'm terrible with names, but the one that was he was in the Hateful Eight.
Oh,
When they found him in the snow walking by himself, like the first guy they picked up. He said he was like the new sheriff.
Oh man, it's been a while since
I've seen that. There's all kinds of memes and videos of him from some other show with a white wig and he's got glasses on.
Oh man,
what's his name? The Hateful Eight.
Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen the Hateful Eight. I do need to watch that again actually. That's great.
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins, yeah, from the. You see, if you said Shane from The Shield, I'd be like, yeah, got you.
Yeah, I don't watch those much police shows and stuff like that anymore.
So
I tired of that stuff.
I haven't since then, to be honest. I think The Shield might have been the last sort of TV series that I watched, or maybe like The Sopranos, The Shield, around that era. I watched like not serials, but like what do you call them? Episodic stuff. And I don't think I have since then. I guess other than a few of the Marvel ones, maybe like I'm a big Daredevil fan, so I always watch the Daredevil stuff. I'm a big Alias fan, so I watch the Jessica Jones stuff. But no,
I watched Jessica Jones. I was on Netflix, so how many seasons I watched all that. I watched the Daredevil.
Yeah,
Luke Cage, the Punisher.
Yeah, the Daredevil's back, and I quite liked it. I thought it was all right. The new take on it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I noticed that I saw that it's back, but I didn't get a chance to check it out yet.
Yeah, it's good, man. It's good. It's we'll wait and see. I'm up to like the third episode, so we'll kind of see. But I really like the first series of Jessica Jones, the first series of Daredevil. I love the Alias comics. Like the Alias comics are so good.
Mm-hmm.
So like Jessica Jones was always a favorite of mine. The same with Vision. I really like the Vision comics that kind of influenced WandaVision. So I liked WandaVision, but I wasn't like raving about it because there's a couple of comics. I think it's on Nothing Less Than a Man or something like that. I can't remember which one it was. There's two which were just out of this world. One of my favorites, even though I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. So I you're right though. He does have that look a bit of Walton Goggins, who is a little bit. Really
doesn't look like him, but he kind of resembles him a bit. I find.
Yeah, I think it's like head shape maybe, or yeah. Because it's an atypical look. Like, you know, you're used to seeing big old handsome heads in films, aren't you? And Walton Goggins doesn't fit that.
No. So now he's researching all the Aztec killings.
Yeah.
Robertson and Carpenters.
Oh, okay.
He's in Body Bags and Ghost of Mars, I think.
I think I need to watch Ghost of Mars again. I haven't seen it for a long time.
I didn't like that's the one with Ice Cube, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't. You know what? I tried to watch that. I just don't like Ice Cube as an actor. Besides, if in a comedy, yeah, but not like in that role.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a peak window of time for John Carpenter, isn't there, where he could do no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But I say that, like, in retrospect, he could do no wrong. At the time, there were films that we love now that people didn't love at the time. Mm-hmm. But I think also, like, peak Carpenter is like when Deborah Hill's working with him. So I think that's kind of a good little rule of thumb. But I mean, all the way up to maybe Mouth of Madness. I really like the Mouth of Madness. I thought that was good.
Yeah. Well, I like my favorite John Carpenter movie though is Big Trouble.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that was a good one. Like when you're a kid and you watch that for the first time, it's like mind blowing.
Yeah.
You forget how how exciting it is and how much fun it is.
Oh, I love that movie, man. I love it.
You don't realize when you're a kid, like, that Jack is like not really a hero. Like, he's an accidental hero who fucks up more than he does things properly. But when you're a kid, you're just like, that guy is so cool.
Yeah, he's just all gun ho, you know.
Yeah, I loved it when I was a kid. I remember watching it. I can picture where I was when I first saw it, like with my mate in his living room. I wasn't allowed to watch it because it had like swears in it.
There's so many things that in that movie that I find like that interest me, like especially like even the relationship with his buddy. You know what I mean? When they're gambling and everything.
Yeah.
One minute they're laughing, one minute he's almost thinking that he's threatening him with a machete. Then they're back to being friends again, and then he decides to like risk his life for him and everybody else and try to get his truck back. And
yeah, he's almost a reluctant hero as well, isn't he? Like he doesn't really want to be doing it, and like he's quite funny when like he builds his own little like myth of himself in his own head. He's like a hero in his own mind. He's like, the Punch Up Express, you know?
Yeah. The movie starts off with him talking in the third person, so
yeah, it's quite funny. I don't know how. Do you know what? Even now, I don't know enough about it where I could say I don't know if it was a big hit, but I just remember it being on TV all the time, just being really popular with me and my friends.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how well it did when it came out, but I know a lot of people like it. So
yeah, but it's funny, isn't it? It's like some films that just did not hit now are seen it like we almost remember them in a different way. We're like, oh no, they were amazing. Everybody loved them. It's like maybe us and people who had a similar mindset loved it, but actually it maybe didn't do. You look and you go, shit, it didn't make any money in the box office.
Hey, most people hated this movie. I loved it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like me and my friends, we loved it's a bit different because we're more grown up, but me and my friends all loved Freddy Got Fingered.
Nice.
Like finding out that it was like an absolute disaster in the box office and critically, we were just like quoting it and enjoying it and stuff. And
I remember too when that came out. I remember hearing that people were talking bad about it and everything, and I watched it. And I laughed my ass. I thought it was crazy, but everybody was saying it was shit.
Yeah, I wonder if there's. I mean, it's slightly different now because I suppose we'd have been adults then, wouldn't we? We'd have both been adults then. But like when I bet there's kids who watch that just like we did with, say, like Big Trouble in Little China, who were just like, "This is the greatest film ever made." Tom Green is a genius.
Yeah. Nobody needs to watch Ghosts of Mars. There you go.
Okay, I'll give it a minute. So I make most of my decisions. Unlike the Dice Man, I don't, I just let Michael decide what I watch.
Now he's getting beat up. He's getting roughed up by some jabronis or something.
Yeah. Oh, take care, Michael. Mikey. Got a lot of Mikes and Michaels and Mikeys.
But that's I was going to go back to what Stacy had said. Where is this at? Where is it? There. What's your favorite Michael Moriarty performance? This one? See, I don't really know. I don't really have a favorite performance of this dude. I just the contrast for me is that every time I see him, he's usually playing like the man in some sort of way. You know what I mean? Like I told you, like a straight and narrow kind of role. In this movie, he's like a weasel.
Yeah.
So it's like he's like a sniveling little weasel in this movie, and it's weird to watch him like that because I've never seen in my memory. I don't remember seeing him like that. You know.
I don't even remember who he played in the stuff. I remember a lot. I quite like the stuff as a film, and I know I read that he was in Pale Rider, which I like. The sort of Clint Eastwood.
He's one of those guys that I know I've seen a bunch of places, but I can't tell you where.
Yeah, maybe he's like a sort of character actor who's like so good that he just assimilates into every role.
There you go. Vampires was the last decent one. Ghosts and Ward were just trash. Yeah,
I heard that. I heard about the Ward being a pretty big disaster.
Do you have any pets?
Mm-hmm. I do.
So
you have a dog, don't you, Rob?
Not anymore.
Oh, sorry, man. Oh, shit.
I had to put him down just before Christmas.
Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, man.
Yeah, it's okay, man. It's,
Oh, no.
Yeah,
honestly.
but I had a dog and a cat, and then now I have just a cat.
What's the cat called, man?
His name is Django.
Django, nice.
But I never call him that, so... I don't even know if
yeah,
he
like
answers for that name anymore.
yeah, like 12 names for it.
Oh, it's an evolution, especially with me when it comes to names. Like I end up calling him like something. He has his name, but then I call him like my kitty. I'll call him Kitty Cat or something, right? Or I call him Kitty, and then eventually Kitty turns into Ninny, like because I take the K off and I start making it like even dumber, and start calling him Ninny, and then Ninny goes to Nins, and now the cat answers to Nins, and his name is Django.
Right. Wow. Yeah, the evolution of a name.
Yeah, but when I say Nins, when I go Nins, he'll be he'll be upstairs. I say Nins, I can hear him meow because he hears me.
Oh,
So
bless. I'm allergic to cats, although I do like them, but I'm allergic to them. I can't. I have a dog, Marcy. She is a Springer Spaniel. She's awesome.
yeah, she's beautiful.
And yeah, she's a good girl. She pops up quite a bit in videos and stuff. So yeah, it's
my dog was
yeah,
the father is kind of a weird mix. My dog, the father was Labrador and Pit Bull.
Whoa.
The mother was Jack Russell and Beagle.
Oh man, Jack Russell and Beagle sounds insane because Beagles are mad as hatters, and Jack Russells don't do anything you tell them to do. I had 2 Jack Russells, so like, wow.
So my dog,
then the Labrador, maybe balance it out a bit.
Yeah, he had a face like a Labrador a little bit, but and he had the ears like of a Beagle and kind of Jack Russell style. But he was all white with a brown eye like a Jack Russell, but he was a medium size. He was like a large Jack Russell.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh man!
People used to ask me all the time what he was mixed up with because he was such an interesting looking. Like they had to try to figure out what kind of dog is that. He's mixed.
Yeah. Like we say like a Heinz 57 in the UK. Like 57 varieties. Well, oh man, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, and yeah, God bless. What was he called?
15 years old. He was going on 15, so.
That was how long my Jack Russell was when he passed. I had him from when I was 5 years old, and yeah, man, it's hard. It's tough.
My mother had a Jack Russell named Johnny. He died at 21.
They live a long time. I think. Actually, I'm not sure. Snowy lived longer. I had 2. I had Junior and I had Snowy. And Snowy, he named after the Tintin. I don't know if you know the Tintin.
Yeah.
But like, I had him from when I was 5 years old, and I was probably maybe I was close to my maybe early 20s or late teens when he passed, and man, that's why I never wanted to get another dog again. And then my wife wanted a dog all these years later, and she's just ended up being my best pal now. I never anticipated that happening because it was just too hard.
Yeah, I know the feeling because that's kind of. See, I had a dog when I was a teenager. I had a pit bull that I got from that was 2 weeks old. The mother stopped feeding the puppies, and the dog was like 2 weeks old. I fed him by bottle and nursed him, and he kind of decided that he didn't like my sister anymore, and he was like just before 2 years old, and I couldn't. He didn't actually bite her, but I could see he kind of snapped at her once, and I can tell in his face and his eyes that I couldn't trust leaving him around. Just one day like that, from one day to the next, he decided he didn't like my sister no more, and I had nobody to give him to. I was a teenager. I was forced by my parents to do something because we couldn't obviously keep him at home. He was a very big pit bull and scary, and so, but he was a gentle. He was like a baby. Even the vet I had told me he was like one of the calmest pit bulls she's ever seen. And then just one day to the next, he turned a little bit on my sister. So I brought him to the vet. I brought him to like the SPCA, and I told them I wanted to put him up for adoption. But when I told him that he didn't like my sister, and this is back in like the 90s, right? So
yeah,
but at that time they were kind of like against pit bulls. So as soon as I told her that he didn't like my sister, and I didn't want to chance anything, as soon as I told her that, they told me they got to put him down.
Oh man.
Yeah, so they took my dog from me. I was like 16 years old, 16 or 17 years old. They took my dog from me, and I was at my friend's house. I come home from 1 minute to the next. I take my dog to the thing. They put my dog down. I came home. It killed me, and I never wanted another animal again.
Man, that's so traumatic. That's awful.
Yeah, and my pit bull's name was Shogun. Right?
Oh man.
So now you fast forward. I have 2 kids. My daughter is an animal lover. Even my daughter is an animal groomer to this day. She loves dogs. She always had since the day she was born.
Yeah.
And her and her mother argued. A buddy of mine, who was the owner of that Pit Bull and Labrador mix and the Jack Russell and Beagle mix, they had puppies, and he was on the next block from me. And everybody was freaking out over how cute the puppies were. And then my daughter got wind of it, and then her and her mother went and took a look. And next thing you know, I got a dog again.
Yeah, it happens like that. It's never your choice, is it?
No, and my daughter names the dog. My daughter names the dog Shogun after my old dog.
Oh, that's sweet, man. That is sweet. And
So now,
and you've given it such a beautiful long life as well, happy life.
yeah, and so now we grow up and everything, and we get older, and my daughter moves out, and now the dog is mine.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's the kicker, though.
Yeah,
he got sick, and he almost died. It cost me $10,000 or a little bit more to save him.
Whoa.
And since then, he is my shadow. He was my shadow. He comes to the bathroom with me. He sleeps in my bed under the blankets with me. He sits in the window when I leave to go to work, and sitting there crying the whole day till I get back. He would not leave my side. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't do nothing without the dog.
Yeah, man.
And then he got sicker. Then he got older, and he got a brain tumor, and he got sick, and then I had to put him down.
Well, man, you've given him such a good, long, happy life. That's amazing. Yeah. It's amazing that I always judge people on it if they like dogs or if dogs like them. I know they're good people. Yeah,
and so now, like I'm not having another animal ever again. I have my cat, and my cat is lonely, and I can tell he's lonely because he grew up with the dog. My cat's 11 years old, so he grew up with the dog, and he's lonely now, and I can tell. But I'm not getting another animal. I'm not doing it.
It's hard. No,
yeah, I can't do it no more, man.
I was thinking, because around where we live, there's like an animal rescue, and I was thinking maybe if I was way down the line, if whatever reason we were to have another, and maybe get like an older dog that no one wants, and just kind of give it like a really cool couple of years and like feed it steak and like just you know what I mean, like that was my
some bad times, like.
Yeah, or just walk somebody else's dog.
But I stay away from that. I purposely stay away from that because I have a very bad heart for that. For if I see a dog who needs help and no one's there to help him, I'm obligated to do it. So I have to keep myself away from that. Otherwise, I'd have 25 dogs in here.
I'm exactly the same. And I also, and you've probably seen it on things I've watched, like films and stuff with people. Like if anything bad happens to an animal in a film, I find it really hard. I just usually switch it off if I'm honest. Like I almost didn't watch John Wick, but then I was like, okay, he's gonna get his revenge.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing is I'm not like I won't watch. I don't want to see any unnecessary animals getting killed. That's for sure. But if it's part of the story, I accept it and I'll take it and I'll go through it because it's part of the ride. Like they use that to get your emotions out of you. John Wick, the first John Wick, is a masterpiece because of that. You know what I mean? The writing, the way they reeled you in, the way they brought your heart right out of your chest, and then they killed it, right? You know what I mean? And my daughter was like that. She didn't want to watch it because of that part, but when she seen that part happen, she couldn't walk away because she wanted to see the end.
Yeah, we have that kind of, we want that justice as well, don't we?
Yeah, and that's what writing. That's how they write it. They write it like that on purpose to keep you hooked in there.
Yeah,
like that,
I think there's a difference between that and then like just sort of gratuitous cruelness, and like if it's just something that's very cruel, or if it's actually like it's not faked, like no. That's when I feel like, oh, like fuck that, like I'm switching.
Yeah, I was watching. What was I watching? What movie was it? I can't remember now, but maybe you'll remember. They spray painted the dog black. He's a black dog. They spray painted him to look like a skunk. Oh, Strange Brew. I was watching Strange Brew, actually.
Oh, Strange Brew, yeah.
Canadian and then Strange Brew, they wanted to break up the party, so they have their dog, and he's black, and they put like a white stripe down his back to make him look like a skunk, to make everybody run away from the party. But there's a part, the dog is supposed to be flying. So it's all like, fake. He's like laying down, but they make it look like he's flying, So when he comes to land into the party, they obviously made him jump off of something, or somebody somebody had the dog and threw him, or he jumped off of something. But when you see him land, you see he lands and he kind of like falls.
Oh,
And I
yeah,
saw that part and I'm like, hey, that's not nice, man.
Yeah. Different time as well, man. They're like a lot of 70s and 80s stuff. The treatment of animals in films was pretty bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That kind of stuff there, I don't really like to see that, But I mean, if it's part of the writing in the story, like, have you ever seen the movie? It's the New Zealand movie there, with the little kid and the dude from Jurassic Park.
Dude from Jurassic Park.
Oh man, come on! What the hell?
Hunt for the Wilder People.
Yes.
Yeah,
that movie. So in that
I can't
movie,
believe I got that from the guy from Jurassic Park and the little kid. I got it from that. I can't believe it.
There you go. But in that movie, one of the dogs dies by the big boar. He gets attacked by a boar, and the dog he kills the dog, and it's sad and everything. And there's a whole episode that goes like a whole scene that happens with that scene, but it's part of the story,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
And the Backwoods Man.
Oh man!
I bet Acres regrets asking us if we have any pets. We're giving them the saddest stories they've ever heard. We're tearjerkers here, man.
Yeah, the Echo is saying Pipples have a bad rep because of all the bad stories people tell about them. Yeah, and there's also bad people that were breeding them.
Yeah, that's it. Bad dogs for bad owners. It's the same with kids,
That's right. I got a hamster called Dario. I used to have a hamster when I was young.
Named after Mr. Argento or the dance guy Dario no, or not Dario Gradi, the old crew manager. No.
The answer is only to Hammy.
Hammy. Love it.
My friend had a cat. Hey Al, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, here he is.
Richard Cranium.
Just talking to Richard Cranium, old dickhead. Nice. That was like something. How old was he when he called his kid? When he called his cat that? He must have only been about 11. That was the sort of joke you have when you're about 12.
I think The Golden Child overshadowed it, even though Big Trouble was way better.
Yeah. I watched The Golden Child, but it's not something I revisit.
Have you ever seen the cartoon Aristocats?
Yeah.
Well, my daughter loved that movie, obviously. Well, both my kids did when they were young. And so in that movie, the alley cat, his name is Abraham DeLacy Giuseppe Casey Thomas O'Malley, right?
Yeah, Thomas O'Malley, the alley cat. Yeah.
Yeah. So we found a cat. He actually died a while ago too. But I had two cats and a dog at one point, and that cat died. But he had he had like 4. Like, I called him that. How many names of that? I don't know. It was like 5 names or whatever.
Yeah.
But my kids called him another name. It was Toby. I don't know why they were calling him Toby, but they were calling him Toby. I was calling him that. I gave him that name, and then I gave him a nickname. I just started calling him Fat Kitty. So then I got a new girl. I got a girlfriend, and she started calling him Fat Kitty. So she was calling him Fat Kitty. My kids were calling him Toby. People what's his name, man?
Multiple personality disorder going on, man. It's like split.
Yeah, man, it's bad. Names are bad in this house, man. It's like I give nicknames to nicknames. It's craziness.
I wonder if that's do you know what? I wonder if that's the thing as well. Like, because there's a lot of British influence in Canada, and like through like Cockney rhyming slang and like, and certainly the Aussies do it as well. Like the Aussies give loads of nicknames to. Obviously, they're from Britain as well. We're killers over here for giving ridiculous nicknames and stuff. I don't really see it in the US for some reason. It doesn't seem to be a thing that they do in the US as much.
No, it's not as big. No, I think they do. I mean, people do it everywhere, I suppose, but it's not as much there. But yeah, man, the English like nicknames, like obviously in like Austin Powers, when he's like, "Oh, if we're gonna talk about these girls, let's talk English."
Yeah.
And then they're all like, "Oh, she's all 6s and 7s and this and that and all kinds of shit." Like, what the fuck are you saying?
It's funny. We were talking about there's like a kind of it's kind of Latin and English, and it's like called Polari, and it's like a kind of what the gay people in Britain used to be able to communicate without kind of giving away what they were talking about.
Okay.
It's fascinating and really interesting, but a lot of the things that we say now, quite a few of them come from that. It's really interesting if you dig into it. It's called Polari. Like I'll try and think of a couple of words that we use that came from that, but they'd say things so they could say it in front of the police and things like that, and make fun of the police without them even knowing.
Okay.
Example being like,
they speak some kind of thing like that here too in Montreal. Well, I grew up with it. They called it was called Pig Latin.
Yeah, it's similar. Yeah, like Ixnay on the hombre, you know.
yeah. I don't speak it, but I remember the generation before me used to speak that shit.
Well, we call like a drink a bevy. Well, that comes from Polari, like a beverage.
Right.
Mr.
Bones, what's up, buddy?
Like a blag, like lying about something. Even just saying somebody's butch is Polari.
Right.
Like the Kazi for a toilet.
My mother used to call her cigarettes fags.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, gotta be careful these days.
My mother is from Nova Scotia, though. I watched this Scottish show. You probably heard of it, the Still Game.
Yeah.
I love that show, man. I've watched all nine seasons, like probably 5 times.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
I
so
love that
funny.
show.
I wasn't sure if that would translate really anywhere other than
Man,
Scotland, because even I struggle a bit with it because of all the Scottish side of it. Obviously, like you say, Nova Scotia.
That's what I'm trying, because I have Scottish. Like my father and my mother both have Scottish names, right? So anyway, that's why I checked it out. But the first time I watched it, it was super hard because not only are you trying to figure out the accent, that's what I was going to say before, is they're saying weird words with an accent.
Yeah, true. It's funny that was popular.
I don't understand their accent. Yeah, but I also, even if their accent was more like my accent, I still don't understand what they're saying because they're using words that I've never heard before. Like I didn't know what a tadger was.
Well, the weird thing is about that is because they're young guys playing old guys. Now they've done it so long. Now they are old guys. Right. They're like rock stars. They go do stadium tours around Scotland and stuff.
Are you serious?
That's awesome. Like it's mad because I think even in like parts of England, I think it's pretty popular because it was on BBC.
I love Winston. Winston's my favorite in that show.
Yeah, in the shop. That's the guy in the shop, is it? No.
That's Naveed.
No, I'm
Winston's
Naveed,
the old dude with the missing leg.
Yes. Yeah, because they were in a sketch. They were all in a sketch comedy show years ago.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah, it's like one word, just one word. I can't remember.
Yeah, absolutely. I watched a bunch of episodes of it. Oh shit, I can't remember.
Was it not called Absolutely? No,
something like that.
Yeah, it was like one word.
I don't think it's absolutely though.
No, all right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
That's so funny though. That's made it over the fun.
Yeah, an asylum clone of movies like Q. Professor would.
I mean, they could easily do that, and just a little bit of CGI going home and picking something up. Yeah.
Oh, back to the movie. Anyway, he's sitting there with the city council negotiating money and pardons and all this stuff to let them know where the nest is for this serpent.
Chef's gonna kick his ass.
He wants to, because he's more concerned about getting paid than helping people, stop dying.
Mercenary bastard.
Yeah, he plays like such a real scumbag in this movie, man. Like, and it's it just doesn't fit his character for me.
Yeah.
And not only that, like even the way he's acting, he's acting like a loser.
Yeah, he's got like a bit of a sort of flop sweat kind of crackhead thing going on.
Yeah, exactly. He's pulling it off pretty good. That's why it's messing me up.
Yeah.
And David Carradine said everybody's having a big huff and a puff about what he's asking for and all these things like that. And David Carradine's just sitting there quiet, not saying a word. He's just got the
making
pen
notes.
He's like,
yeah. Well, the weird thing is as well, I think why Moriarty looks a bit like we were talking about what's he called? Walton Goggins, people like that, is that you're not used to seeing people with receding hairlines featured prominently in films and TV anymore. And he's like one of the rare ones that you see. Like now, if they were losing their hair, they'd go off to Turkey or somewhere and have a new hairline put in and the new teeth put in. Like you don't see people who look like people in TV shows anymore.
Right. Yeah, they don't want to see ugly people on TV no more. You gotta have a certain standard now.
I know, I'm good. I'm devastated. I was hoping I'd be able to audition for a few things, but fuck it, forget it.
They should open up this. Let's kind of like companies should start doing movies with only ugly people.
Yeah, just regular folks, no muscles, no muscles. People, you've got a few grey hairs, a few teeth missing, your hairline's going a bit.
And you do it the same format as you would do it if you had the hot chick in there that's getting killed, but you don't have a hot chick, you have just a regular chick. So when she takes her top off, you're kind of like, oh.
Yeah. She's just got one leg and
it's funny.
Tattoo that's half removed. Like, just let's go. Let's do it, man. Takes off all kinds.
Hilarious. Oh, he was in Salem's Lot sequel?
Oh.
I don't think I've seen the sequel. I probably did. I don't know, man. Shit.
I want to go back and watch the stuff again because there was a really good box set of B movies that was in with. I think it was like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Maybe Elvira was in it. It was like a green box set, and it had the stuff. A few other. It had Hell Comes to Frogtown.
That's a cool movie.
It had Rats, which I never watched because I'm a phobia of rats. Oh man, there was loads. I love it when they used to make those box sets with all kinds of weird shit in them.
I used to have a little bit of a phobia of like sharks when I was younger.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're not
bother me too much anymore now. But when I was younger, like when I was trying to watch like shark movies, I really didn't like to see sharks close up.
I was going to say because like in terms of actually coming across a shark, you weren't that you were pretty far away from. You didn't live by the sea or anything. No.
I was like in the middle of the ocean off of Gaspé in Quebec jigging for mackerel like when I was like 12, 13 years old. I've never come across a shark. They've come across sharks before. I didn't come across a shark like that, but I have come across a shark, not a great white or nothing, but at a indoor aquarium. I think this has got something to do with it. When I was young, when I was a little kid, I went to a day camp. And they take you around the city and keep you occupied for the day or whatever. So anyways, they took us to this aquarium and we were sitting down having like a little snack. And I had my back up against the aquarium and I guess like a nurse shark or something like that.
Yeah.
Came behind me. And when I remember seeing the kids like looking behind me and I looked behind me and the shark's eye was like right here.
Oh, jeez.
And it scared the shit out of me. And I took off running. I was like, I don't know, I was like 7 or 8 years old or something like that. And I guess ever since then, like when I watched like a shark movie and I went to see Deep Blue Sea in the theater, and I remember like when the shark's close up, and I'm like, I don't like it too close on the camera.
Like, help me, LL Cool J.
But now it doesn't bother me. As I'm older, it don't really bother me. When I was younger, I was like, they just spooked me, man. I didn't like if I saw them from far, it was cool, but they came up too close, man. I was like, oh, I don't like that.
That's a weird. That's of its time. That film, like Deep Blue. My head is like a shark's fin. Deep Blue. My head.
That's right. Yeah, my head is like a shark's fin.
Yeah, I'll write the theme tune. I'll write the theme tune. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. He's like, yeah, I'll write the theme tune for it. I'll just give me 10. Just give me 10 minutes.
No, and you can just picture LL Cool J going like this, like. But my mother, I remember she telling me when she first saw the Jaws, the original Jaws, she was scared. She told me she was like nervous to take baths.
Just when you thought it was safe to get back in the bath.
Yeah, it's like you're in a bathtub. I mean, yeah, I know the shark spooked you, but I mean, I don't think a shark's going to show up in your bathtub. I
You
remember
know,
I used to laugh at it all the time.
I've lived here now close to 2.5 years, and I live by the sea, and it's very much like a little, very like Amity Island kind of setup.
Oh, cool.
Except it's not an island. But I did actually see a shark on. I took my dog for a walk, and a shark had washed up, and it was rotting on the thing. And obviously, because it was rotting, the smell was really strong, and my dog was like, "This is amazing."
Yes, of
So
course.
she threw herself into it, and she was trying to get this rotting shark, and I was like, wrestling with her, trying to get her out of this shark.
My dog would have loved that, man.
Oh, it was about like maybe, let's say, 1.5 meters. No, a meter, maybe about a meter. It was pretty big, but we had to come and get a guy to come and take it away.
Yeah, nasty.
But yeah, it was weird. The only other weird thing that you would say is a bit like a movie is when there was bird flu a while ago. Where a lot of birds were all dying on the beach, so it felt a little bit like the birds, like or Birdemic.
Yeah, that must be kind of eerie, eh?
Yeah, well, my dog got one that was dying, and she killed it, and it was already dying. And from then on, she thought she was like a great hunter, so now she's obsessed with birds. So it wasn't doing anything; it couldn't get away. But there was for a while there was just like hundreds of them all dying on the beach, and then it just stopped, and it was back to normal. It was really weird. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
That is weird.
Yeah, that would be like I guess it is in movies, isn't it?
Yeah. Sharks have like weird, creepy dead eyes, like a doll's eyes.
Yeah, it's like when you see fish that have teeth that look like human teeth. That's really creepy. I think there's like or a blobfish or something, like, different ones where they
Shark boy. That's like my biggest. I used to say that when I had kids like a long time ago, right? So I would say like one of my biggest fears ever, and if I had to think of my worst fear ever, it would probably have to be trying to save my kids from a shark.
Yeah.
Because I can save my kids in any other way at any other time.
Yeah,
but
you'd have to do it, wouldn't you?
Shark? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you would. You would do it, man. It'd be like something to kick in. It'd be like those old grannies who lift a car off someone, when they,
I hope so.
like, how did they do that?
I hope so, but I really feel like I'd be like, there, reach. I can't reach you. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, man. Because I'm not getting in the water. There's no way I'm getting in the water.
Yeah.
I used to always say too, like I would never really die from a shark attack, because if I was in the water and I see a shark, I'm gonna have a heart attack and die right there.
Yeah. I think I'm the same. We're back onto like a golf course, and a lot of wildlife gets onto our things like pheasants and foxes and rabbits and stuff. And like a rat was escaping from something, and it ran into our thing. And obviously I have a phobia of rats, and I went outside and it got sort of jammed down our garden furniture, and I'm on the Ring camera on the back garden, and the rat kind of makes a move, and I just scream like a girl, like scream, like, and run back inside, throw my shit up in the air, and just run inside. And like it's there on video, like my wife was laughing her head off at me, because it's irrational. It's completely irrational, my behavior towards a rat. I can handle most slimy, creepy crawlies, most animals fine, but it's just rats. Oh man, even talking about them makes me freak out.
Is there does it stem from anything? Is there any reason, or is it just like that?
No, man, I don't know. It's just always been the same. Like there used to be rats trying to get in my old classroom, so maybe that was something like when I started teaching. So this is like 20 odd years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And because there used to be like slimy trails near the door, and the caretaker, I was like, oh, it must be snails or slugs. And he's like, no, that's the wet bit at the bottom of their tails as the rats are trying to get in. And maybe that went into my head and stayed with me.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, the teeth, the faces.
Rats are not pleasant, man. They're not pleasant. So,
and so many films people torture people with rats. They put them down a tube. There's
And unless you're Chuck Norris,
yeah,
unless you're Chuck Norris, you're not dealing with that situation well.
exactly. Yeah.
What's the count on bitten off heads? They're piling up, that's for sure.
Definitely, there's a few.
How's it going, Mr. Dan?
Mr. Dan.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of gabbing, so I don't know where actually. Well, there's a headless person right now, and they're showing a headless body. So
I don't know what. Oh, there we go. It's quite good at taking them off, though. Quite efficient. There's not a lot left. There's no. Yeah. No, it's a clean bite.
It's a clean bite, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we're still close together at the same kind of scene. Is he climbing up towards the egg right now?
Yeah, looking at the egg. Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is taken off of VHS. This copy I'm watching.
Oh yeah.
I think he's got. I don't know what that gun's called, but that gun used to be in a lot of movies.
Yeah. What is that? That's
looks like something out of the Dirty Dozen.
I think I used to know the name of that. Oh, he's shooting the egg now. Cute. There's a baby coming out of it.
Cute. Oh, not cute.
No, and they're shooting it. They're shooting it.
It's not cute.
The baby's like, no, stop, man.
It's like that TV show Dinosaurs.
Oh, look at it. There's like blood squirting out of the top of its head.
Brought to you by Jim Henson's workshop.
Oh, now it's gone.
Because I'm filming it.
Yeah, it looks like they're making a movie.
He's got his that is a pretty old. Like now he'd be able to do that on his phone, wouldn't he?
Yeah. You got to carry a movie studio with you to film the event.
Well, the problem is in all films now, it's all like we're live streaming it and we're on FriendFace or Tikgram or whatever, and it's like, oh, fuck off. If we can get rid of phones out of movies, it makes them more interesting.
That's for sure. Oh, look who's here, my man.
Yes.
What's going on, Don?
Hey, Don. She's got excellent taste. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. Hopefully no tears. Only me.
Yeah, it wasn't easy talking about that because I usually don't think about those things.
No, I'm exactly the same. I'll talk about most things, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are on the subject, and I wanted to share with you, since we're hanging out, but I don't.
Man, I appreciate you doing that because I know how tough it is for me as well. With I'll talk about like I say most things, but animals, I'm a big open wound. So I appreciate that, man. No,
I know how that feels, man. Like I said,
thanks.
I feel the same way.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice that Don's popped in, and we'll definitely for the last 10 minutes, there's 20 minutes of this, we're going to be a laugh riot.
Yes. Big Don, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're creeping
up. You never know who's listening in.
No, that's true, eh? And hello, friends in the chat.
And Dickhead the dog. Yeah, Al's friend, Alfonso. And by the way, guys, get yourself a Rob's Vintage Video T-shirt. I'm on my second one because I misplaced my first ones.
Well, maybe you should give it to like a charity shop or something, and somebody will be like, "Hey, look at this! I found this at a thrift store."
There'll be somebody around Cumbria now walking around with a Rob's Vintage Video T-shirt, going, "Who the hell's this guy?" And I don't know why they have like a New York accent, but yeah.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. I thought that was Charles Bronson.
How's it going?
It's Sting. It's Sting.
He's doing good, and he just ate 2 chickens.
Hey, Charles. Whoa, 2. Gee whiz.
2
like
chickens.
Q the Winged Serpent.
Yeah, he's on.
With appetite.
He's on a Q level.
Yeah. Oh, there goes. I love when it's comedic when Q's going along and grabs something. It just goes hum. It's really funny.
Yes, I'm watching Halloween Ends. Oh.
Ooh. Evil dies tonight.
A lot of people dying in Q here.
Yeah. I mean, there's enough people in New York. If you imagine that, like, Q has chosen the right place. It's a densely populated area.
Yes.
Like, if it was in the middle of the countryside somewhere, I might get a bit bored.
Yeah, he was flying around where I'm living here. He'd be like, "Where the hell is everybody?"
Start eating a cow or something around here, or a sheep.
Yeah, yes. It's funny you say that, Don. I just said the same. I said the same thing when that part was going on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. Reservoir Dogs.
You see those guys who were just stood around watching the filming. There was like 6 guys just leaning on a car, just watching. Like, looks like they're making a movie over there.
There's a bunch of that in this movie.
Oh, interesting. Ooh, needs to get the suspension work on that taxi. One day the rain will come and wash the scum away from the streets.
One day. We got a mime. We got a mime in the back of the car.
No, I thought it was WCW Sting there.
It looks like Sting, but it's a mime.
It's Sting. Up in the rafters. I wonder who that statue is of. That's not the Statue of Liberty. It's too small.
I didn't notice.
Oh, we have the Chrysler building still. I forgot. Is that what it? I don't know.
Is this showing you some dude taking off his tie?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. This part's weird too. They're zooming in on him taking off his shirt. It's all like sensual a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, come on, baby, take it off. Take it all off.
Yeah. Oh, that is. Well, yeah, it is. Is it supposed to be the Statue of Liberty? It looks like it's like a little statue on top of a building.
It's teeny tiny. That guy's got like sort of a sort of shaved undercut under his hair, and then like maybe his wig is falling off because it's like kind of flopping over to one side. The guy was just looking up. I don't know who that guy was. This guy looks like Richard Gere's dad.
Q or the stuff?
Oh, I think the stuff. But having said that, I'm enjoying this. The first 6 minutes of this has more action in it than all of the stuff.
I haven't seen the stuff in a bit. I'm gonna watch that again.
Yeah, I need to watch that again. I might decide that I don't like it at all.
So now they're creeping up on one of the ritual killings, I think.
Yeah.
And that hairy chest dude is like offering himself.
Yeah, he's like, look at me, I'm all sexy. Eat me up.
Yeah. Carve me up.
Yeah, look at me. I'm a real snack.
Oh. They're about to cut him wide open.
Oh man, he needs it reminds me of when Steve Carell got waxed in The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
He goes, cocksucker motherfucker.
They had to put a hole in
him. That's the guy who looks like he's wearing a wig, the guy with the shades indoors.
Yeah, they're showing that Statue of Liberty again. It looks like it's a small statue that's placed on top of a roof of a building or something.
Yeah, because it looks like they've bought a little model of it from like one of the like souvenir stands, and then just hold it up and do forced perspective on it.
They put it like on the building and pulled back. See, look, there's another shot. So I guess that's where the nest is supposed to be.
Of course, Q would know what the Statue of Liberty is. They're like, oh, this seems like a major landmark for me to bring up my children. Yeah, I was just going back to what Michael was saying about Jack being like a hit. I just thought he was a total hero as well in Big Trouble, but like he's actually pretty inept and silly.
For sure. And he's interested in the chick. That's like half the reason why he's doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's just making a dark of himself to impress a girl.
When he first starts talking to her, like Kim Cattrall in the station there, the bus station or wherever it is, their first interaction is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, have you ever?" And she like cuts him off, and she says something like, "Not in somebody in your condition or something, or in your something like that." And he's like, "Well, let's talk about my condition. What's wrong with it?" And then the gang comes by and interrupts and all that stuff. But the interaction is pretty funny.
There isn't really as good a banter in films as there was then, like where the woman was kind of a little bit more higher class and kind of looking down on the guy a bit, like, you know, like kind of Romancing the Stone or Indiana Jones and like Raiders of the Lost Ark or Big Trouble in Little China. It's usually like a sort of Kim Cattrall, Sharon Stone looking kind of lady.
Yeah.
Those were always really cool. The banter was really good. I thought, as a kid, I thought that 100% is what male-female relationships would be like. Just lots of kind of like, you like this person, they hate you, but by being a complete idiot, you win them round in the end.
Right. Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah, I guess that worked for me.
Trying to get comfy on this goddamn stool, breaking my ass.
I'm gonna. You're busting my ass over here. I'm gonna send you one of my cushions.
Yeah. I'm in the market of switching it up, so that's why. I got a cushion over there, but it's like even on the cushion's like slides off because it's like a slippery vinyl.
I see. I've tied this mother on, but you need to go get on the Facebook Marketplace and have a look around while the people look. Oh, cool. Let's have nice.
Yeah. My buddy Len Dog that you saw there, him and another friend of mine bought that for me.
Oh man. They're gonna just need to make you a Led Zeppelin cushion to go with it. In the shape of an actual Zeppelin. Whoa, this guy looks like Robert Shaw, the guy with the beer and the gun.
Look at the shot. Did you see the shot of it? Oh my god, that was bad.
Oh man, here we go. Caca. I love the fact that they're not really mega prepared for this. It's just a machine gun and climbing up high.
But the effects are so terrible, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's going black and white for a minute. Reminds me a bit of King Kong here, isn't it? King Kong's voice.
There's a part there where he's got his hand on a little rookie cop, and the rookie cop looks like he's about to shit himself.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, it's David Carradine."
You know, it's almost hard to believe that they couldn't do a better job with the effects on that serpent. It's almost like they did it on purpose to make it look that bad.
Give me another magazine.
It looks like those dinosaur movies from like the 30s and shit or whatever.
Yeah, oh, it does. It looks like an RKO kind of. And when he hits it, he goes. The sound effects are ridiculous, like silly.
Look at his face. They're showing its facial expressions.
There's an advert for Chewits sweets in the UK that was based on like Godzilla, and it is actually better than this. Oh, that guy he's falling.
The machine guns aren't working, I don't think.
No, man. I was just like, give me another magazine. The answer is just more bullets.
That's right.
Not a different. Whoa, there goes one guy. He's just throwing him. He's literally tossing these guys off.
Circling the Chrysler building and then picking them off and throwing them.
Yeah.
But he is bleeding, though, so...
That reminds me of you remember the Hell in the Cell in the WWE?
Right.
And Mick Foley would famously throw off it, and some guy said, "Oh, I remember when Mick Foley got tossed off the cage," and somebody put, "Your British fans will read that very, very differently."
Yep. Got tossed off, did he?
Yeah. But Q's doing a bit of tossing off right now.
That's right. He's right. Oh, he just flew right into the building.
You're right about David Carradine's hair flopping around as well.
It flops like crazy. It's funny.
Oh, straight into the old pyramid.
Yeah.
He's not really got any teeth, has he, Q? No. Like he just how does he just sucks the heads off people?
He's quite gummy.
Yeah. Maybe he's lost his teeth. Maybe they got shot out.
Maybe he's fallen down now. He's fallen to the ground.
I kind of feel for him. I mean, I kind of feel sorry for him. I always feel sorry for them.
Yeah, well, he's just doing what he thinks he's supposed to do. He's a flying serpent. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Yeah, what do you expect him to do? Just like learn the lingo and settle in, get a job?
Yeah,
Like,
what are you supposed to do? Go to like Starbucks or something?
yeah, he's just there with a little like waistcoat on and a little badge, a little name badge with Q on it.
It reminds me of a stupid joke of when I was a kid. Why did King Kong climb the Empire State Building?
I don't know.
Because he couldn't fit in the elevator.
Jeez, that's. I thought I was bad.
I told you it was bad.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, true.
I think I first heard that joke. I think I was like in elementary school or something. Yeah, everybody's waiting for this guy to get what's coming. Oh, now he's got some. This guy here. Are you at the part where he's got the knife to him?
Yes.
The guy that has the knife, he looks like an actor that was like in. I'm trying to think of this comedy movie that was. It's quite recent though. It obviously can't be the same guy because this is old or older. So, but it looks almost exactly like him. I don't know. He's not like a well-known. You see the dude? You see what I'm talking about? Does he remind you of somebody?
I'm gonna have to have another look at him. I think it's good. Oh, okay. Not immediately.
Here comes the boom.
He's a bit sweaty. He looks a bit like Oliver Reed, but I don't know.
Sorry, I'm on my phone, but I'm just going to try this guy here. Shelley Desai. Maybe it is him. Holy shit, I think it is him. Let me check. You know what? I was sitting there thinking it might be the same guy, but I never really checked.
I don't recognize him from anything.
Yes, it is him.
So what's he called?
Have you seen the movie Here Comes the Boom with Kevin James?
I have a while ago, but yeah, I have. Yeah.
Well, one of the immigrants. There's a part in the movie. He's like an immigrant instructor, like trying to help them get their citizenship in that.
Oh.
Well, there's a guy in that plays that he's in that movie. This guy. That's where I recognize him from.
Oh wow. That's a good spot. That's quite a.
His name is Shelley Desai or something like that.
All right. New one for me. I remember seeing that. I might have even seen that at the cinema. That Here Comes the Boom.
Yeah, he was in Here Comes the Boom. He was in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. He was in Escape from L.A. He was in Barbed Wire. He was in Forces of Nature. He was in Toys. He was in Delta Farce. He was in Q. He was in Project X.
Project X, the Matthew Broderick monkey film.
Yeah, 87. He was in Maniac Cop 2. He was in Thelma and Louise.
That's a good film, that Project X, but again, that would make me quite sad because of the animals being in distress.
Yeah, that's why I don't revisit that movie. I have it, and I never watch it because I watched it once. It was enough.
I think for some reason, I watched it a couple of times. Got it from the video shop a couple of times as a kid. Sometimes though, I'd get a video because I'd watch anything and just watch the trailers, just because it was really cool to see what new films were coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Matthew Broderick, so maybe that was why.
Yeah, I've watched it a few times when I was younger, but now as I'm older, I don't revisit it.
Yeah, I don't think I think I may have even had the poster. I used to get posters from the video shop, and I may have even the poster. War Games as well. I think I had a poster for War Games.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he hacks the Pentagon.
I used to get posters like crazy from my video shop back in the day when I was young. My bedroom, and when I was a teenager, like you couldn't even see the walls or the ceiling.
I remember getting some ridiculous ones and just putting them up because they were just like, I'd have whatever. I had The Great Outdoors, and I had The Accidental Tourist.
Mm-hmm.
Just two posters just randomly on my wall, like just because they were like 50p from the guy just give them to me, like just any old posters that they were giving away, I'd have them up. And then if I get really pissed off about something that happened in school or whatever, I'd rip them all off the wall.
I had a mix of like posters, movie posters, and like music posters and flags and shit like that.
Oh, I remember sticking all my Garbage Pail Kids all over the wall and then regretting it instantly because I'm like, oh, I don't own them anymore. They're just stuck on the wall. What else? Oh, there was a magazine over here called Look In, and it used to have like posters each week. So sometimes it'd be Knight Rider or the A-Team, or then
nice.
it'd be like 5-Star or Boy George or something, and you just stick them all up on the wall. That was a good magazine looking. That was cool.
And that's the end of that. We just missed the ending.
And the other egg. So I guess that there's going to be another Q. Q2.
I guess they killed Q, and then they zoom into that spot, and there's another egg, and it cracks open. So
wouldn't it be good if they opened it up and it was Q from James Bond, and he was just in there, and he was just like, "Pay attention, 007."
That would be awesome. Oh, that was all right. Eh? Did you enjoy? Well,
I did enjoy it. I think I have a feeling that more happened in that than in the stuff. So it might be my favorite Larry Cohen movie.
Yeah, well, I enjoy it. I have to go back and watch the stuff again to make an accurate, like a comparison, because I don't just want to pick out of the blue. So, but if I don't think it'll be better than this.
Yeah, well, let's watch we'll watch the stuff together if you're up for it. We'll watch.
Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be good. Yeah.
I'll have to. I don't think I have that on VHS though, so I'll have to. And that's probably an expensive tape. I'll have to find that. But
I don't know. I don't know where. I don't even know if I've still got the DVD of it. But
there he is. I was wondering where he was.
Are you there? Avast behind.
The YouTube's only notified you late today.
The crow. He was up the crow's nest and he missed it. That's what it was.
Yeah. Captain's always busy on the ship doing something or other.
Yeah. He was up the poop deck, but I don't want to talk about that. So.
Yeah, no. Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. You missed the whole movie, Cap. We just finished Q, the Winged Serpent. And Scott ate 2 chickens, so...
I think where are we? There's so many... In fact, there's probably so many things... I've not been able to keep up either, because we were chatting... We were chatting.
I'm just skipping through here. Poop deck.
There we go. Captain Poop Decker. There is a poop decker in Carry On Cruising. There is a character called Poop Decker.
I used to work on the ship. My father's is like a sailor, and I used to work on the ship when I was younger with him off and on.
Cool.
I actually slept in my cabin was on the poop deck.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I do like I've got a kayak which I very rarely use, but I do like rowing. I do like getting out on the lakes and out on the water.
We used to do some kayaking in Montreal. There's a lot of they got like little places for everybody to go. You know how people love to do that today on their boards, their paddle boards they stand up on. And stuff like that. You know. So I did a bit of kayaking back. I don't do much around here. There's some nice spots, but I don't really do that anymore. I
haven't done it for years, and I really do enjoy it. And it's really good for my neck as well, because I have like neck problems. It just loosens everything up, and I never feel, after I do it, I never feel crap. I always feel like, oh, that was pretty good. You know, there's a guy on YouTube. You have to check him out. He's called Ed Pratt, and he's doing he's kayaking, or kind of. Some of it he has to walk from the source of the River Thames all the way out to the sea.
Okay.
And he's doing it like, it's going to take, there's like, I think I'm up to part 7 of his video.
Oh,
and
boy.
He's just like, it's really, really like quite challenging, because he's got to go through people's gardens, through locks, through canals, through rivers, through the center of London, and then all the way out to the ocean.
Oh, cool.
It's really, really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why that reminded me of Peaky Blinders for some reason, but
yeah, Ed Pratt sounds like a character from Peaky Blinders.
No, I just remembered them sailing through it. I think there's an episode where they're like on some kind of boat and they're like smuggling something, and they're like sailing through all these things. I don't know.
Well, I mean, all those canals and everything were all the routes, weren't it? Where we moved everything before we started doing it via trucks and planes and things. Yeah. So.
And they acted like they acted like being on the water was kind of like a safer, like a place where they could do things like, you know, not be seen or whatever.
Well, the thing is, now it's quite funny, because obviously nobody's really traveling those routes, and as he's doing it, he's kind of going past people's back gardens, and most of the places are very posh, and he's quite posh, the guy who's doing it. So they're like, "Oh, hello, how's it going? How's the journey?" He's got, "Oh, well, I'm going source to sea," and da, da, da. And like, I'm thinking, guaranteed, if that was somebody of another ethnicity, they'd be like, "Call the police! There's somebody in my back garden!"
Yeah, it'd be a whole different story. Yeah,
Yeah, get off my land! Like that with a big shotgun. Just makes me laugh because people are offering him drinks and food and like, "Oh, sleep in my back garden. Just pull up your tent." And I'm just like, "Yeah, that's not happening if you're not, you know."
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he might be reaching out to those people before he gets there. You know what I mean?
Could be, yeah, yeah.
Just to cover his tracks, because you don't want that to happen.
I would like to do like an adventure. Would you like to do like a kind of an adventure, like do something like climb a particular hill or mountain or row a certain lake or something? I just don't think I'm fit enough to do it, but I'd like
Yeah,
to.
that's some. I mean, it's fun. Adventures are fun. I went to Jamaica with my wife, and we went on an excursion. We took like a catamaran boat ride to this waterfall, and we didn't realize what was in store for us. But apparently, we had to climb the waterfall and hold hands with like 40 other people and try to climb a waterfall all together and shit. And it was like, oh my god.
Oh my word.
We got a video of it too, and I'm like, I'm never watching this. Just watching this video is going to make me tired and frustrated.
Yeah, that's not my not my thing.
Like, we were gone from like 9 a.m. We got back like 9 at night. It was like 12-hour. It was like crazy. We had no idea what we were in store for. We're like, we're not doing that ever again.
No. Wow. Well, this has been a cool adventure. Thanks so much for letting me watch Q the Winged Serpent with you. And I guess we're set up on a Larry Cohen adventure to watch the stuff next.
Yes. Thanks for hanging out, man, and I appreciate it. It was good. It was fun.
No, I
appreciate
it too.
You said poop.
Who said poop?
No,
I'm gutted. I've got like an 8 o'clock start tomorrow for work. So
yeah, it's getting late for you, buddy.
Yeah, working Sundays, I'm afraid. I'm gutted. Otherwise,
all right, we'll cut her up, man. Let you get some sleep and stuff. Oh,
yeah. Well, it's been really awesome. And guys, buy those Rob T-shirts, man, because I'm getting one right now.
I appreciate that.
No,
all right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. The stuff, Echo. This poop stuff. We said poop stuff. All right, we're going to end this thing. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks, Matt, for hanging out and watching
thank you, man.
One of the greatest movies ever made. And we'll
thanks,
get
everyone.
back together again soon.
Awesome.
All right, buddy.
Tapeoids? Tapeoids? Tapeoids?